football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Gamecocks will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can go catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Going to sling it on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So South Carolina's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The run from the shotgun. There he goes.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires complete on the crosser. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. They've got the screen set up. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football every...
Touchdown, South Carolina! They grab the early lead. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. New set of downs after the completion. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Right on the money. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A missed field goal ruined the last drive. Now a chance to get points here on this drive in the first quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds a man on the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He'll toss it. There he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the big play starts with the quarterback making the right decision, getting the defense to come to him, pitching the football, and Jesse, the running back, catches it and does the rest.
He does, and he also had good blocking downfield, too. Some of those receivers outside helping him out, but, man, with his speed when he's on the perimeter, the options executed that well, it is virtually impossible to stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his second interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off play action. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his...
It's caught all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Catch inside the 25. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Fires left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Here it is.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's King. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Under fire. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Here's the pressure. This time it's complete. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Throws to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Finds a man by himself. Sprinting away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Tigers are flying down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
He's got him still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. To the ground to try to pick up the first. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. And here they go on 4th and short. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown LSU. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. All tied up after that one. Possible shootout coming.
The offense does its job, and now the pressure switches back to the other offense. Points at a premium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Bounced off his feet.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Jamison. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Blasted as he lets it go. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Catch in the middle, it's Jamison. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they've regained the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. He's loose down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down?
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a first half.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why...
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Gonna take a shot. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Keene. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the first down, looking for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And the missed connection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning there.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field. It's in goal. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He fires a bullet to the right. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes the grab. It's King. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab outside. It's Keene. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The inside handoff. Spins away from the defense. Turns it on in midfield. Turns it on down the left side. The 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And that one will give them the lead.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Back to throw. It's in goal. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jamison. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field. And that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Makes the grab at the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that?
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
He uncorks one deep. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Firing to the right, complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him. We got to knock balls down before it's incompletions.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Fires to the right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's in goal. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you scored here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Fighting off the defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Tight end now in motion. Hands it off. Oh, what a move. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. It's a draw. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he had just enough to will that one home. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Thomas back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it on the outside.
And how about the communication by the big fellas up front? Picking up that blitz, QB wasn't even close to being touched. That was as pristine a pocket as you will see.
They'll run it from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So we open the final period with a third down play. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Going for it all. Makes the grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down here, probably expected.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Thomas looking to fire. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, South Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
We didn't get there. That's
Lining up for the point after and the lead. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking downfield on first down. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Jamison. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him and nobody's close. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown LSU! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the 4th quarter.
Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Floating away. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and So this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the gun. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Thomas back to pass. Great catch on the sidelines, but the object is to go forward.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking to throw for it. Pocket breaking down. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pulls it in. It's Lanier. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Power football with the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time. Right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Working the big fella downfield and outside. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these 1st downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Here's the heat. Trying to get rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Thomas looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the 4th quarter. You've been giving up points. points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that evolve so much, they can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that